Now moving over here, this is the Kenner case. This is our holiday piece this year. I know some people get really upset that we're not doing a holiday bust this year, but we are not just a mini bust company. You know, we are a company that works in several different mediums and formats. We do statues, we do maquettes, we do rescaled retro action figures and things like that. And as we grow, we decided to break a little bit with tradition and actually do a holiday piece in a slightly different format this year. So, I mean, that's the thing, is that we may have started as a company that focused primarily on mini bust, but we've grown so much beyond that, and we think it's time that some of these traditions kind of reflect that. So, yeah, we have a Kenner Yoda. The Santa outfit is removable, and he actually comes with a Santa sack full of Gentle Giant stuff, which is really, really darn cool. So now, in here, of course, you may be talking about the bounty hunters. I mean, we do have Forlom, we do have Bosk. How about the Hoth pieces? We got the Hoth Luke, we got the Hoth Han. The Hoth Han is just announced. This is the first time anybody's seeing the Hoth Luke. That's an awesome piece. And then, of course, we got the Hoth Trooper as well. And then moving over here, we got the Imperial Snow Trooper. Everybody's talking about that. I mean, I love that, because it actually does have a vinyl cape that comes attached to it, just like the original one did. Zuckuss, Dengar. Oh, you're talking about this thing. The Wampa. I mean, who cares? It's a 24-inch tall action figure. I mean, who's gonna? This one I looked at, I'm like, why would anybody want this? So I don't know. But this guy, I love this piece. I've been watching them build this thing. Now, this is one that I actually have seen them working on. Igor was a complete surprise to me, but I've seen them working on this, and it's been so awesome to watch them walk by the front of my office, just holding these giant limbs and pieces and things like that. We actually had, we're friends with the guys from Toy Hunters, and they kind of helped us find some of the research material for the Wampas, and you might actually see us on an episode of that coming up next season. So that may or may not happen,
Did they make these as a 2-up, or did they make them all to this scale?
Well, actually, that is in scale in the same ratio as the originals.
But when they sculpt it, did they sculpt it like what they do at 3.5 and they make them bigger, or is this the size that they sculpt them?
This is the size they sculpted it in. They blew it up in our 3D rendering program, and then we printed it out 3D, and then cast the mold from that. So we didn't actually cast two at once. We just did this as one piece. So, but it's based off the original Kenner scale figure, and it is awesome. I mean,
when is that due out?
We haven't even solicited it yet, so I don't know. Whenever they tell me that they're ready to take orders on it, that's when I'll put it out there.
Okay.
So, and then from there, the Kenner stuff typically takes about 9 months to come out after we announce it. So, and that one we get right on schedule. Moving over here to The Walking Dead. Of course, we have this is something that everybody was talking about last year. Cosplayers have the hardest time actually finding accurate sheriff's badges and nameplates because, well, frankly, there's legal issues using anything that looks like a replica of law enforcement paraphernalia. So having this is kind of a big deal for us. It's a prop replica. So it's not actually meant for cosplay or anything like that, but if someone were to open it up, who are we to say? It does come with a replica of Andrew Lincoln's signature in this glorious, awesome-looking shadow box. And taking the note from that, we decided to go the next step and take Daryl's string of ears, his trophy string, and put that in its own shadow box as well. And you can crack that open too, and wear it if you want, or just leave it displayed. And that does come with Norman Reedus' replica of Norman Reedus' signature as well, which is pretty flippin' awesome as far as I'm concerned, because I'm a huge Boondock Saints fan. So anything Norman Reedus, I'm like, dude, you are awesome. I was trying to get a message to his people that are going to come by and see this stuff. I'm hoping I'll get to actually meet him this show, because damn.
Did you guys get to?
Okay. Well, of course, we got our Walking Dead logo bookends in case you need a hand keeping your stuff up. Yeah, I did write that joke. It was there. It was the only thing I could think of when I was writing it. And of course, we've got our Sophia Stalker Walker mini bust. A lot of people, actually, when I first read that this, all I get, because I write all the product copy. When I get our solicitation sheets, I have to write all the copy myself, and all I get are the names of the items. So it was kind of confusing when I saw Sophia Stalker Walker mini bust. So I was like, the hell is that? I thought it was a zombie Sophia. I honestly thought that we were going to do a zombified 13-year-old girl, and I was like, ooh, that's edgy, I mean, how is that going to go over, right? And then I see the piece, and I'm like, what is that? And then it took me a minute to actually remember from the show that this is the guy that followed her around, and ultimately we're led to believe that he's the one that actually got her. So I thought this was actually a really cool piece for a great way for us a great companion piece to the Well Walker, and hopefully at one point we'll cover Sophia as well, because I thought that arc was just heartbreaking. You know, oh my God. Over here we have our first line. These are our first statues for The Walking Dead. We've got Michonne, and wow, you know, in addition to the Michonne bust, which is an exclusive here at the show, we have a Michonne statue. We've got a Daryl statue as well with a real fabric poncho. And I believe the poncho is removable. I don't think it's actually tacked onto the statue. You can take it off if you like. I have not seen under the poncho though, so I don't know if he's wearing his angel wing vest or not. So, but knowing our guy, well, it looks like he is. It looks like he is. So, I had to check the oil there real quick. And then of course, you know, it's his best look in my opinion.
Will there be any like exclusives, interchangeable things for these?
Between you and me, this is the first time that I've seen these. Like I caught a peek of the Michonne the other day, and I went, oh my God, we're doing full statues. Like I had heard that we're doing them. They keep things so under wraps in product development these days because we want everything to be a surprise that they're not even telling me until the last second. And I'm the guy that's supposed to sell this stuff, you know? So like I said, a lot of this stuff I'm seeing for the first time myself. And I think it's kind of fun for me to be able to discover and explore this with y'all. But it's very exciting and it's very awesome to see what we've got coming out here. We've got all these characters. And of course, we got the Governor mini bust. I think was I telling you guys about this earlier? This is the direct edition. If you buy directly through our website, you actually get an interchangeable head. You get the regular edition, which is, you know, him, 2 eyes, everything's totally fine. And then you get the post Michonne visit version if you buy direct from us. And that's the one with the eye patch. And actually the eye patch is removable. So you can display just an eye socket if you want. Yeah, it'll look gnarly and stuff. Oh yeah. Yep, we got people already asking if they could peek under the patch, and I'm like, you got to buy them a couple of drinks first, you know? And then, of course, we got the Daryl bust. This right here, a lot of people say that, you know, you want Sheriff Grimes, you know, that like you want the main character, the hero, to be to be like the one that everybody's most beloved character. Daryl Dixon is perhaps the dark horse character that nobody ever expected to blow up the way he did.
He's the Boba Fett.
He literally is the Boba Fett of The Walking Dead. He is the Boba Fett of The Walking Dead. And this right now is, from just based on everything I've seen, this is the most popular bust. This is even beating Boba Fett numbers in terms of busts, you know, in terms of pre-orders and like what the edition size is going to be, because there is just that much demand. Like people are screaming for this bust, which is really flipping cool. And I think it's incredibly popular. And I don't think we're gonna be able to make enough to suit the demand. So yeah, because like it's okay. I manage all of our wholesale accounts and stuff like that, and they keep trying to increase their orders, and I'm like, I can't. It's gone to factory. We can't, you know. But it's the demand for this one's going to be big. So if you've got a pre-order in on it, be glad. That's all I can say about that.